Just
All
call
right.
me Tom.
Yeah.
All right, Justin, it's all yours.
All right, welcome to the East-West Innovation Bowl. This is an innovative challenge between Georgia Highlands College and Sierra Nevada University. And we're so excited to have everybody here. We have our judges and the presidents of our schools and faculty members on Zoom, as well as the presenters on Zoom. And the rest of you are watching us on YouTube. We're live streaming across the world right now. Hopefully it's all working. Hopefully we don't have too many technical difficulties, but we're happy to see you all. So first off, I'd really like to start out by introducing the president of Sierra Nevada University. We have Rob Valley here. He's such a great man. He came to our school this year. He's made so many terrific changes, and he's really brightened our vision for the future. And we're really looking forward to what's coming. So without further ado, I'm going to introduce again Rob Valley for a few words.
Well, there'll be very few words, but Justin, thank you and the team from both schools that have collaborated to make this happen. I want to particularly thank Dr. Green, even though he told me not to call him Dr. Green, President Green, for coming on board as well, and Pat Manis for making this happen, and just thank the team that's coordinated this. But more importantly, it makes me harken back to my days as a college student at Berkeley and at Stanford and having to compete in these competitions. You know, it's a little intense, it gets stressful, but the learning that you do at the tipping point of your education is through engaged learning. It's through applying the analysis and concepts from the classroom to the real world. And this is the real world. So I hope that the participants are as relaxed as they can be, because it's a learning moment for everybody. And know that these are the kind of bonds over time that are going to matter to you. My first competition was with a guy that I didn't even like. I was assigned to work with him, and we've been friends for 40 years. I've been best man at his wedding. He lives in Russia, and he's sending his son to SNU this year. So the point is, you never know what comes from these events. I could thank a lot of people that I see on the screen here, but I'm going to let that happen afterwards in individual calls. And I'd love for Don, for you to say a few words from Georgia, one of my favorite states.
Well, it's probably your favorite state until August. It's nobody's as you walk into a hot, wet blanket every time you go outside. But thank you very much, Rob. And Justin, thank you for your leadership in getting this thing rolling. So I too want to echo Rob's comments to say thank you to everyone who's worked on organizing this. I can tell you that at GHC, we've got amazing faculty and amazing students, and they put on a great show. They do great work. I'm excited about this innovation challenge. I've had the opportunity to create a couple of entrepreneurial incubators, and what comes out of those is just amazing. But I want you to think about entrepreneurs like Bezos, Musk, Branson, and others like that. We want to create the next generation of innovators and entrepreneurs. That's really where we need to go. You know, for many of you, you've probably been paying attention to the actions taking place on Wall Street this week, because Coinbase actually had its IPO. Those founders started pretty much the way you did. They met on Reddit and they had a little chat and said, hey, why can't we start our own business? And look where they've gone with that. It's terrific work. Your projects today may be an amazing success. They may be a huge failure. Who cares? It doesn't matter. It's the activity that you're going through. It's the experience. It's the opportunity to start to innovate, to crash, to burn, to rebuild, and start again. That's really where you need to be. And I'm just excited that we're able to be here and to help you to get started in your future as an entrepreneur.
Don, I wanted to add one thing that you actually brought up. You mentioned 5 entrepreneurs. One of them is Sir Richard Branson. So I'd like to extend an invitation to you and your staff and your faculty and to your students to come out here on September 18th, because he's going to be spending the whole day here at Sierra Nevada University.
Amazing.
Richard Branson. So Pat, if you could coordinate that with your team back in Georgia, I would really appreciate it. And certainly you're always welcome as well, Chris, from LIU. So thank you guys very much for doing all the planning here, and we'll let the judges speak.
Yep.
Thank you for those amazing words from both of our college presidents. Let's give them a round of applause. Thank you very much. So next we will be introducing the judges for this competition. So my name is Justin Spies. I'm the chair of the business department here at Sierra Nevada University. And we have several competitions throughout the year. We have an innovative idea competition. We have a business plan competition. We also have a pitch competition, but this is something new. This is the East-West Innovation Bowl, where we're competing against Georgia Highlands College. This is something that's never been done before here at Sierra Nevada University. And we're very excited about it, and we hope this competition grows in the future. We can include various universities across the world, and students can share their ideas and compete. And hopefully in the future, we can give away our trophy. And I want to introduce Pat Manna here. And Pat has helped me to put this together, along with Lucinda Montgomery from Georgia Highlands College. I'm going to introduce Pat to say a few words and to present the trophy that we will be giving away at the end of this competition.
Glad to be with everyone. I'm speaking from Charleston, South Carolina, and I just wanted to show everyone the bowl that will be presented to the certainly the winning team as well as the college. The concept is that this will be going back and forth, and as you can see, the inaugural award says East-West Innovation Bowl, Georgia Highlands versus Sierra Nevada. And then what we could do is put the plaques here on the sides. So that is what we're competing for right now, with bragging rights, of course. So that's the prize right now. But the real prize, as the two presidents said, is doing this, cross-pollinating. We at Georgia Highlands, we're very proud of the experiential component that we bring executives and practitioners into the classroom, and events, initiatives like these, like this, is a byproduct of that. This is actually an outgrowth of our Charger Innovation Challenge, which is our internal business pitch competition. So we're happy to be partnering with Sierra Nevada. Just a couple of call outs from my end. I certainly want to thank Rob Valley, President Rob Valley, Dr. Rob Valley. He and I met through Chris Bates at Long Island University, and we basically developed a friendship. Also, Don Green, who said to me 2 years ago, Pat, he said, entrepreneurship, the window is closing. We got to get this integrated into our curriculum. And sure enough, we're culminating the 2 years with this. But we basically started a lot of initiatives to bring the experiential entrepreneurial component to the curriculum. Dean Mel Largent, who has been great in her support for the initiatives, including Speakers Bureau, Mentors Association, and certainly Dean Alan Nichols, who's I'm sure is listening in, who is the Dean of the School of Education and Social Sciences, who's been very supportive in these initiatives as well. So without that, I guess what I'd like to do is introduce the two judges from Georgia Highlands. And consistent with our platform of integrating practitioners into our curriculum, these two people are practitioners, very distinguished in their fields, and they also sit on our board of advisors for the College of Business. I'll be appropriate with ladies first. And the first, and I hate to read, but I always read bios. God forbid I leave something out. So forgive me, because I pride myself to be totally unscripted most of the time, but I'm going to read the bios. First is Miss Robin Sickerman. Robin is the Vice President of Marketing and Customer Solutions for the Shippers Group in Metro Atlanta. Okay, Robin is Vice President of Marketing and Customer Solutions, with primary responsibilities for strategic marketing initiatives, as well as branding and public relations. Robin has over 20 years of logistical sales and marketing experience. Robin's career spans several industry verticals. She uses her high energy, and I've seen that in action, high energy and drive and creativity to develop successful supply chain programs, creates qualified leads, and generates new sales. Robin's a rainmaker. We called people like Robin in my day rainmakers. Nothing happens until a sale is made. Okay? I digress. Robin is skilled at transforming plans into workable programs, analysis and financial solutions, and provides leadership and vision to further business development and enhance marketing initiatives. Before joining the Shippers Group, Robin has worked throughout her career in logistics, sales, and marketing. Notably is her 12-year tenure as Vice President of Business Development for Palisades Logistics. She also worked at Americold Logistics as Director of Marketing and Sales, Kimberly-Clark Corporation as a logistics specialist, and DSC Logistics and Sales and Marketing. Robin academically holds a bachelor's degree in business from the University of Tennessee. Go Vols. Okay? That wasn't in her bio. I thought I'd throw it in. You know. Next, Pete Hodem. Pete, are you here? Okay, Pete's here. Okay, Pete is president.
I'm here now. Sorry.
Okay, no problem. Pete is president of Hodem Media. I better read this because if I don't, I'll be talking about Pete for a much longer time than I have allotted. Pete has worked in marketing and sales for close to 50 years. Yes, I did say 50 years. Pete has held several senior level positions for corporations such as StarCraft as their Southern Regional Vice President and Sales Manager. In the outdoor advertising arena, Pete has been senior level executive vice president for Bell Company and Paragon Printing, which is in Chattanooga, by the way, senior vice president of sales. Pete created Hodem Media to fill a market void in the out-of-home sales and marketing space. As an entrepreneur, and he's an excellent one, he's a motivational speaker. He assists colleges and universities in creating and expanding entrepreneurial programs. And one of Pete's greatest joys, and I've seen this firsthand, is helping future business leaders in their endeavors to bring their products to market. So we feel that we have two very, very qualified judges that have not only entrepreneurial experience, but corporate experience as well. It's a nice blend. Justin, it's up to you now.
All right. I'd like to introduce our judges from Sierra Nevada University side here. First, I'll start with Lynn Chen. We're so lucky to have Lynn working here as an adjunct professor. She started this semester, and we've had some terrific feedback. She's teaching upper division and lower division finance and global economics classes. And Lynn also taught at UC Santa Barbara before this. And Lynn is a global and strategic CFO with over 25 years of progressive financial experience in high tech, manufacturing, entertainment, and music, executive search, Big Four public accounting industry, and so on. So let's have a great round of applause for Lynn Chen. Thank you. Next, we have Greg Wagner. And Greg is just such a nice guy, outgoing personality. I really enjoy all of the conversations I've had with Greg. Greg is the one who initiated this entire Innovation Bowl, so we have to give him credit for that. Thank you, Greg. Greg is now our Vice President for University Collaboration at Sierra Nevada University. He's a seasoned professional with a proven track record of achievements and success in municipal, academic, and entertainment arenas. He has, as I said before, superb communication and public outreach skills. So thank you for being here, Greg. We really appreciate it. So next, I wanted to share a very short video. So you guys who haven't heard a lot about Sierra Nevada University, maybe you can learn a little bit more. What's that, Pat? You're on mute.
We good? Before we go forward, there are two people that I would like to acknowledge as well. Okay. Yes, Greg and I, you're right, Justin, Greg and I had the initial conversation when we were talking about this, when I mentioned it to Rob Valley, and he put me in touch with Greg. Greg is a graduate of Catholic University. And as most of you know, I went to a Jesuit school, Fordham University. So we had some kind of a relationship. But Greg, you're absolutely right. Greg was the person that initially kept it going, and I wanted to acknowledge Greg for that. Okay, absolutely. What you don't know is Greg and I have a side bet as to something about a steak dinner at Peter Luger's, but that's too much information. Okay, moving along. I'm remiss. I'm totally remiss if I don't acknowledge Professor Lucinda Montgomery. Without Lucinda, okay, this wouldn't be taking place. I am the most non-technical person on the planet. Okay, I'm so non-technical that I have an assistant who's sitting right here. Okay, his name is Jack Wiedemuth. In the event that something happens, I have Jack here, who is a guru in technology. He's entering, hopefully, the Citadel in the fall, and he's here as a consultant to me, and he does get a stipend for helping me out. But Lucinda is the person that is the behind-the-scenes hero, no doubt, hands down. And she's been, over the past 2 years, not only a collegial counterpart. Boy, do I sound academic, but she's my friend. She's visited myself and my wife, Becky, here in Charleston, and a confidant, and I can't say enough about Lucinda. So I just wanted to acknowledge Greg and Lucinda, and of course, Jack. Okay, go ahead.
Thank you, Lucinda. And thank you, Pat, for acknowledging all of the people that have put this together. So next, we would like to share a really quick clip about Sierra Nevada University, and I hope you all enjoy this. Is that all right for everybody? So we're going to do a quick screen share. Are you ready? I'm ready. All right.
Sitting in a lecture hall taking notes for the next comes when you're fully engaged in your own education, not passively sitting in a lecture hall taking notes for the next exam. Here at Sierra Nevada University, we know you strive for more. You're ready to do big things, and we're ready to help you get there. There's nothing passive or conventional about life at SNU. Action is in our DNA. Everything we do, from our outdoor leadership programs to our business programs, is designed to move learning and lives forward. Our location, high in the Sierra, on the shores of legendary Lake Tahoe, all but guarantees that. The benefit of our location isn't just the serenity of the lake and mountains, but the professional opportunities available to you. At SNU, your college education is elevated by small classes that foster teacher-student mentorships. Everything about SNU is dedicated to moving you forward so that you can excel in your future career. Become the leader you are meant to be. Elevate your education. Achieve your degree at Sierra Nevada University.
For watching that. I just wanted to introduce our school to those of you that don't know where we are and where we're located. And did we have something to share from Georgia Highlands at this point, Lucinda?
Yes,
Or
we do.
Pat? All
We
right.
do, yes. Can you guys see the video? Let's see.
For 50 years, Georgia Highlands College has been a community that takes charge and helps others take charge too. A family of chargers, a college focused on a brighter future, a place where students find success. In 1970, Floyd Junior College opened with 19 faculty members teaching 545 students, with a vision for Northwest Georgia to provide access to higher education and increase economic growth across the region. Decades later, the name was changed to Georgia Highlands College as multiple new locations were opened. Today, GHC is focused on the success of over 6,000 students each year and remains one of the most affordable colleges in the state and country. Home to high-quality curriculum, award-winning student organizations, a championship athletic program, and renowned faculty and staff. At GHC, we are as we continue building a strong legacy of student success, integrity, inclusion, collaboration, and excellence. At GHC, we have a mission to provide access to an outstanding education, meeting the career needs of the region, and helping our communities thrive today, tomorrow, and forever. More importantly, at GHC, we care. Every family we work with becomes our family. Every community we impact becomes our community. Every student we graduate becomes a celebration we never forget. We are more than Chargers. We are Chargers taking charge for 50 years and beyond.
All right. Nice videos. Thank you. Thank you for sharing. Okay, so I'm looking at the agenda here. Do you want to share the agenda with our YouTube? We had a really nice agenda that was put together by Professor Lucinda Montgomery. Hopefully you'll be able to see this right now. So we have each of the teams, and they're going to prepare for a 3 to 5 minute pitch presentation. And then we have judges, question and answers for 3 to 5 minutes as well. So you can see the agenda here. Hopefully it's showing up on your screen. And also we have a very nice logo for the Innovation Bowl, as you see on the left there, that was created by Professor Lucinda Montgomery as well. So thank you very much, Lucinda, for all your hard work. All right, so now we are at the point where Team 1, Callie Carlson, is ready to queue up. Is that correct, Lucinda? Are we ready for Callie Carlson to share?
Yes, Callie should be ready to go.
All right, judges, this is our first presenter. We're going to time her and cap it out at 5 minutes, and then we'll have 3 to 5 minutes for question and answer. The judges have a rubric as well. So judges, please take a look at that rubric and follow along, and hopefully this is all going to work out technically with the screen sharing and the sound and everything we need. So without further ado, Callie Carlson from Sierra Nevada University.
All right, hello, I go by Callie, and today I'm pitching you an idea for a mask company that I came up with. It's called Breathe Mask Co., and I'm going to explain a little bit about it and then play a video that I made for you. So the problem that we're solving with Breathe Mask Co. is that masks that we wear on a day-to-day basis to protect from air pollution or diseases aren't comfortable and they're unenjoyable to wear on a day-to-day basis. So we're taking the opportunity to create a mask that smells good, is comfortable, and you are not upset about putting on every day. And the opportunity that we see here is that the global reusable face mask market is growing at a compound annual growth rate of 23.5% and is expected to grow at that rate from 2020 to 2027 for the next 7 years. And then we're also taking advantage of the growth on e-commerce. So our masks will be available online for consumers to have ease of access to reach our products. And the e-commerce has been growing at a rate of 44% in 2020. And so it's gonna just keep exploding just due to world events. Our value that we're offering to customers is that we're the world's wellness mask. We're getting rid of annoying, boring masks and creating a mask that gives you internal support and external protection. So what it is exactly is it's a cotton face mask that has a filter pocket, and the filters are biodegradable and they're infused with essential oils so that they can provide internal support to the users while they're protecting themselves and others. And we're also going to offer a subscription service for our customers so that they can get mask filters delivered to their doorstep every month or every few months. So that's the basics of what this company is and what we're going to base off of. And I am going to share this little video for you.
Hi, Callie. Would you like to try this again with the sound?
Yeah. Is it not? You can't hear it?
No, no, the sound is not playing.
When you click share, you also have to click share sound.
Okay. Oh, there it is. Okay. Sorry about that. Tired of wearing stuffy masks all day that make you feel trapped? Tired of breathing in your own breath while wearing your mask? Imagine a mask that makes you feel free. A mask that smells like fresh air all day, every day. This is Breathe Mask Co. And our masks smell like this. And this. And this. Breathe Mask Co. makes masks with all natural, ethically produced cotton and has filters infused with essential oils to provide you with an all-natural experience in your daily life. Our mask filters are infused with the purest essential oils in the market that connect with receptors in our brain and body, affecting our mood within seconds. Experience a day filled with joy and freshness with 3 different oil blend options for your mask filters. Each mask purchase comes with your choice of filter to start your wellness journey. Choose between 3 supporting oil blends to infuse into your mask for immune, respiratory, or mental health. Say goodbye to smelly, stuffy masks that are a hassle to leave on all day, and say hello to the world's wellness mask with Breathe Mask Co. The global reusable face mask market size is projected to reach over $7 billion by the year 2027. The online distribution channel is expected to emerge as the fastest growing distribution channel throughout the forecast period. Find Breathe Mask Co. masks on our website, where you can learn about the features and how our filters can help your overall wellness. You can also find our masks in small local shops in Truckee, California. 5% of all profits will be donated to small businesses who have been affected by this pandemic. Stay safe, stay healthy, and smell good. Breathe Mask Co. All right, so that's just a basic description of the mask company, and sorry.
Oh, no. We actually have to go to the question and answer
That's a
part.
basic description of our mask company and the benefits that we'll be providing to consumers across the world. And our first steps are going to be to obtain patents and intellectual property rights before we start this business. And that's what I have for you guys.
All right, we're going to move to the question and answer part. Judges, do you have questions for Callie and Breathe Mask Co?
Yeah, can I start?
Yes.
So Callie, really nice presentation. So yeah, masks are here to stay, no question about it. If you've ever, I've been on a flight a lot over the last couple of months, and you have to wear a mask, and I have a ubiquitous one, you know, around my neck here. So you talked about growth rate. That there's a 44% growth rate overall. I don't know if that's in the United States or is that worldwide. Tell me about how you plan to grow, where your markets are. Is this a regional approach, or tell me more about how you're going to scale?
Yeah, so originally our first goals are to grow in the online market. So through reaching our target market, which is going to start out at like women aged 20 to 45, because they tend to use natural products kind of like that. So we'll use our online social media markets to reach regions in the North American area, so the United States and Canada and stuff like that. And then the goal is to penetrate into Asian markets because of the problems with air pollution over there. So our goal is to basically just take advantage of like online sales and e-commerce growth, and the fact that people are more and more present online every day. So mostly getting our product out there through use of social media and online advertisement.
Got it. And just last question. How are you taking payment? Is it through Apple Pay? What's the platform for gathering that fee?
It would be like via our website. So we'd have an e-commerce platform on our website where people would go and they would buy mask packages or filter packages. And then we'd also have so it'd be like credit card, kind of like a Square.
Got it. Okay, thanks.
We just asking questions randomly, group, or are we going by turns?
Go ahead,
or
Pete.
what?
Go ahead, Pete.
Thank you. First of all, I'm a little bit discouraged, and I'll tell you why. I was kind of hoping the masks would go away, but I guess they aren't. So to your point, the growth of the product, you think, is going to be something that's here for a long while, correct?
Yes.
Why?
I think that just because with everything that's happened in the past year, that people are nervous and scared about future diseases and spread of sickness, and also because of the growing issue of air pollution. So like we see over in like China and areas surrounding that, there's people that have been wearing face masks to protect from air pollution and stuff that's going to get into their systems.
Because of what you just said. I agree with your point about air pollution, and I think your target and your audience is more in the Far East than it is in the United States. I think this market will be a less market for you than other parts of the world, because we're doing our best to keep pollution to a minimum in this country. And quite frankly, I think the United States citizens are so anxious to get rid of masks that the day somebody says get rid of them, there's going to be a massive bonfire. I mean, an absolute massive bonfire countrywide. But aside from all that, I think you did an excellent presentation. I think you make some very valid points about the type of product and how it's going to be a better product for everybody to use. And I commend you on that.
Thank you.
Question, Lynn?
Yep. Hey, Callie, good job. My question is, and I don't know anything about the industry, so are there any like agency licenses you need or anything from the FDA to be able to do this?
Not that I know of. I kind of looked into the market itself and looked into competitors in the mask market, and a lot of the companies that are doing similar ideas with infusing masks or making them smell good are based on Etsy, so they're small business and small batch. So I hadn't seen anything. I don't think that there's any regulations from the FDA. I think the only thing would be that you wouldn't be able to claim like that it can like cure stuff kind of thing. So it would just be like, this can help you with this, but it just wouldn't be making official statements.
Well, thank you for your presentation, and we have to move on because the time limit is up, and we have to be fair to all the presenters. Thank you, judges, for your comprehensive questions and your answers, Callie. Fantastic job. So let's give Callie a round of applause, everybody on the call and on the live stream. Thank you very much, Callie. All right. Next, we're going on to our second team, and our second team is Team All Full Container, Erica Whitbrook and Brea Wells.
Justin, let's give the judges a few minutes to go ahead and record their scores on the electronic documents while Brea and Erica are getting set up. So judges, if you can do that, that would be wonderful.
Sounds like a good time for Pat to tell us a joke or something.
I just love the name All Full Container, but no jokes.
Brea, Erica, do you guys have a PowerPoint presentation to set up?
No, we have a pitch and a demonstration.
Okay.
We're ready to start whenever.
I don't have any scores coming in yet from the judges. Let's give them another minute.
Doing that on my phone.
Well, I wonder how the live streaming's going. Are people out there enjoying the live stream?
Yes, we've got about 11 people watching online right now.
Wow, worldwide.
Great.
Yeah. Pete, we've got your responses. One more minute, please, judges.
See, now if I'd have had a test advisor like Pat Manna has, I probably could have done this both on one screen, but I'm having to use my phone to do this. You know, I don't have the luxury of having a tech advisor sitting right beside me.
Okay, we've got all 4 judges' scores recorded. Bria, Erica, if you guys would like to go ahead and get started.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So my name's Bria Wells.
And my name's Erica Wittenbrook.
And we are
the proud founders and inventors of a product we call Awful.
Did you say awful like bad?
No, I said awful, like always full.
You know what is especially awful in cold climates like Sierra Nevada University? Chapped lips. Do you have chapstick?
Yeah, I have some right here.
Okay.
Chapped lips really are awful in cold climates. And you know, the mechanism at the bottom of chapstick, it gave us the idea, what if we could use this same type of rotating device and use it on containers, jars, any type of material, like even peanut butter, we could put at the bottom of a jar and it would allow easy access to hard to reach places.
Because I feel like most people hate when you have to take peanut butter jars and they're at the bottom and it's kind of hard to reach, but we wanted to make sure we can have something like the bottom of a chapstick where you can reach stuff like mayonnaise, jelly, or even hair products like shampoo, conditioner, or hair gel. And it's just hard to reach and to grab stuff. And so then when that happens, it gets all over your hands and then sometimes all over the counters and stuff. And then it ends up on your clothes and it just gets real messy.
So wouldn't it be easier if contents in a jar or container could be raised up using a similar type of mechanism as chapstick?
So we can,
and it would allow the contents in any type of container or jar to always be full and to ensure that product would not be wasted.
So we came up with a product we like to call Awful, and it's a universal design, and we have it right here.
So this is it. Let's see if you can, hopefully you can see this good. Sorry. Okay. So here we are. So this is like the peanut butter lid. You just take it off this, and the contents will be pushed up underneath. So easy like that. I made it out of piping, and also there is another rotating aspect to this as well. Hopefully you guys can see this. But yes, it's just pop of the top, push up from the bottom, all the contents raise up to the top. And also,
don't be awful.
Use our product.
Thank you.
Thank you. We will take questions now.
Great. Can we start with Robin from the judges?
Hi. Very good. I thought you guys did. A nice job. Very innovative. I commend you for your innovativeness. What types of channels do you see marketing this product to? You mentioned hair care. You mentioned peanut butter. Are you focusing more on health and beauty aids? Do you see this being more of a something for the grocery industry? What are your thoughts on channel?
So any type of container, jar, that's hard to reach, has hard to reach contents inside. So we imagine this being used in really any type of container as a packaging deal.
So do you envision pitching this to directly to those channels, like to, let's say, the hair care industry, or do you envision pitching this to
This is actually
packaging
just
companies?
So yes,
Yeah.
our product is to meet a void in the marketplace. So we are at the beginning phase of this design. So the idea we have is just an idea right now, and it meets a void, a universal void that could raise contents out of any hard to reach jar or container. So yes, I hope I answered your question.
Thank you. All right, next.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
I love that idea because I hate like wasting stuff at the bottom of my jars. Was like turning it over and trying to shake it out. So I love the idea. Do you guys have any idea of what the cost of making this would be yet? Have you looked at anything?
I know it wouldn't be that much. I don't think, because we were thinking of making it kind of like out of plastic containers. So I feel like plastic is already a very cheap-ish material to use. And then plus you can recycle it too. So like you can recycle it and then we can use the product or like the container, for like, again, if that makes sense.
Okay.
So any type of material we could use the same type of mechanism on.
Yeah.
Great. Thank you.
Yes.
May I make a comment?
Yes.
Go ahead, Pete.
I don't have a question. I have an observation. I think the enthusiasm and the way you two presented this was excellent. I really, really enjoyed the overall presentation and the style in which you gave it.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And I can send this prototype to anybody who actually wants to see it in person. We created it ourselves. I was at Home Depot putting together piping for a bit. I managed to make it work.
So just one quick question. There are millions and millions of dollars that go into research and development every year, from small companies to big companies. So is there a niche out there? I mean, you talked about peanut butter and you talked about maybe some other opportunities, but it may be that you see a niche that you can kind of focus on. Can you talk more about that?
Yes. So our niche is hard to reach containers or jars. So that's really
I think it's more like food products, like mayonnaise,
so food mostly,
jelly, peanut butter, stuff like that.
Right. Okay. Well, great job, guys.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Sure.
All right, fantastic. Thank you for your enthusiasm. What a great presentation. I liked how you spoke together to get your slogan across. Very fantastic. Marketing is great. So thanks for the great questions again, judges. What a great idea. So next we're moving on to our next team. Well, let's give a round of applause, first of all, to our presenters. Thank you. Next, we're moving on to our next team. Is our next team prepared? Team number 3.
Do the judges get it in yet?
That's listed as
we need to give a moment for the judges to put their scores in, right?
Yes, please.
All right. This is a very efficient, innovative challenge. So we're pretty much on time. We might be a few minutes behind. Hopefully everybody can stick around and watch all of our teams participate. We're going to see who's going to win that innovation bowl, that big shiny innovation bowl. So it's really a fun thing we're doing today.
All judges' scores are in.
All right. So can you tell us who our next team is here, Lucinda?
It's showing up as Kurt Dornkamp for Blockchain Crypto Sports. That's an SMU team.
And we don't have Kurt on the call currently.
No, we do not.
Okay, can we move forward?
Absolutely. So that would be Lance Phillip.
Can we just start whenever?
Go ahead, Lance.
Okay. So I was to catch you guys up, basically up to speed. I am in a construction field where miscommunication and lack of effort really does cost money. And if depending on the job and depending on where you are and what's going on, it can cost a lot of money. So I was at home and I was thinking to myself, I was like, what's a better way to solve this issue in not just construction, but miscommunication and the absence of effort? So I started thinking, and I came up with this idea of a development where it'll be a software on computers, phones, anywhere, similar to Word or Excel, and it'll run through emails and like virtual text messaging and other things like that. Basically, it'll pop up with a calendar of the simple month, and basically you can put in anything you want to anybody to know. You can tag in multiple emails for whoever needs to see this. You can also take Word documents, Post-its, just like the calendar, and tag the exact same emails to that one and still have a conversation about it. Not only do I want this to be a calendar or other documentations where you can bring in, but I want a variety of companies to be able to use this. Let's say Wendy's needs to schedule their employees. Well, they can do that. If they need to schedule their supply chain for when the next patties come in, they can do that as well. Since I'm in the construction field, if I need to basically manage and control when I'm getting my material for Lowe's to finish the units that I'm literally in, then all I need to do is go onto this program, label what I need, when I need it, how much it's going to be. They can see it anytime they need to. They can comment on it. They can call. They can email back. They can do anything. I can put my higher ups in the chain on the same exact thing. I can put their higher ups in the chain on the same exact thing. So there is no miscommunication. There would be a better source of effort because it is kind of simple. I came up with a little design while I was sitting here listening to everybody else, and that would be the intro or the image of what it shows on a computer. I have right now as Comlink, COMLINC, Comlink. And like I said, it'll run very similar to a Word or Excel. I don't plan on this being one simple company that uses this product. I've actually been to the supervisor and store manager of Lowe's and the local one in Woodstock. He said that he would love to use this because he hates miscommunication. I've been to some of my actual subcontractors. I've been to Blue Square Granite. I've been to Elite Flooring, and both of them said they would love to use it. And that leads me to my next topic is pricing. And I told them either 1 month would be $10 or something like that, and then or you could charge for a whole year and it'd be 120. But you could do a package deal. You could do a variety of different things according to whatever you need it to follow. Other than that, this product is still in development, and I do intend on pursuing this as a real concept and as a real development. This challenge and the people that you got, well, the judges and all that, I really am anticipating your feedback on it and to really learn from it so I can actually make this a development after this Zoom call. So I'm open to questions whenever you guys are ready.
Perfect timing. Judges? Go ahead, judges.
Hi, Lance.
Hello.
I thought you did a great job just articulating uh, your product in the app. I would like to understand a little bit more about it and understand a little bit more about how it is differentiated with other apps that are out there that do similar.
So I was actually waiting on you for somebody to ask the same exact question. So I've been looking up multiple different applications, multiple different corporations and copyrights that already exist. And the idea that I follow now has 0 to maybe 10% of similarities. I don't know if you're familiar with the app When I Work. Well, When I Work is very, very small and small scale to managers of small scale or supply chain, or not even that. Like Wendy's would use it, McDonald's would use it, and that's just to schedule their employees. Now, this is more along the lines of communication, supply chain. I could use it for school. I could use it for a whole class. I could use it for anything, homework. And that's what really differentiates this idea to other ideas that are out there.
So is it kind of is it not only a scheduler and a calendar, but also a project management kind of tool?
Correct. I do want daily report pages and anything that any type of corporation makes their employees fill out at the end of the day or the end of the week available. So you don't have to spend your time or making up something on Word, transferring it to a PDF, and then sending it out. I mean, I feel like it should be all systematic where all you have to do is click on it and it could be formatted to whatever your needs may be.
Okay. So kind of a Snapchat that you could use with vendors and suppliers and that kind of thing.
Correct.
All right. And then what about the app development? How do you foresee that kind of?
So I do plan on putting my own funding into this and actually making it a real concept. So in saying that, this entitles I will have to go out and do my research on app developers. I know a few buddies that I went to high school with that know a little bit more about PC talk and computer networking than I do, which is great. So I get now to further my relationships with another person to develop this. And if he likes it or she likes it, then they can be a part of it and continue helping me build it.
Okay, very good. Thank you.
I'm going to offer you a suggestion. Do you know anybody at the Chamber of Commerce in Cartersville?
No, sir. I don't spend a lot of time in Cartersville, but I do live close.
Okay. Cindy Williams is the president of the Chamber of Commerce. One of the companies that I consult with is a company called Billboard Planet, who does a lot of technological work with billboard companies and companies just like you're trying to put together and work with. Yeah, I'm a tech guy. I say that facetiously because I'm the furthest thing from a tech guy there is, but I'm a marketing guy and I know these guys very well and I've helped them uncover some leads and uncover some opportunities. I wouldn't mind talking to you direct, and Pat can give you all my information, about maybe getting you together with our Billboard Planet guys and also with Cindy to pursue what you're trying to pursue. Because
I would absolutely love that.
I think you have a very interesting and a very worthwhile concept here that I think can do some things. So
I do appreciate you saying that.
That's I think I can help you on that.
Pat, you heard it. Pat, you heard it. I just want to make sure
that doesn't mean you're going to get a good grade. I'm just telling you what I might be able to do.
We have one more minute if another judge.
No, I got you. Thank you. I do appreciate it.
Yeah, very quickly. I actually worked at a company about 22 years ago called BuildNet, and they had kind of the same idea. They tried to take it to scale, and we had a ton of investment. What I would suggest you do is focus on a niche, on one area, because the value proposition for you here is you're offering to save money to certain companies. If you can control for the supply chain, you can find savings on insurance, on deliveries, on storage, on rental space, and kind of what have you. The key to this is how you develop it, how much money you're going to put in development, and then attracting potential investment. So, and again, that was kind of the only question I have is how are you going to develop it?
So I don't plan on stopping development. So when I first went into the class, Pat asked, he was talking to me and he goes, "Hey man, I want you to develop an idea that fills a void and can be seen in the market. It could be anything." And that was all he said. So I took this concept and over a further period of time, and I was like, I really like this concept. So I have made it into a dedication of my own and made it pursue a path with it to where there isn't a stopping point. I could be 50 and I will still pursue this idea because it will, the ideas that I have, it will help businesses, it will help supply chains, it will help factories, it will help majority of all types of business, and I 100% back that.
Great. Thanks a lot, Lance. It's really exciting to hear a student like yourself talk about how a class has changed his life and you're dedicating yourself to an idea. And I would recommend you pursue it and maybe pursue getting an MBA of some sort and learning more about supply chain and so on. And good luck to you. And thank you, judges, for your questions. Let's give Lance a round of applause.
Or Lance could always come to Georgia Highlands or stay there and get his BBA in logistics and supply chain management. Hint, hint. Judges, if you would like to go ahead and record your scores, I'd appreciate that.
Well said, Lucinda.
Hey, every chance to plug, I will do it.
Amen.
Fantastic. What a great program. All right, we're moving right along. Next, we'll have another team after the judges are finished tabulating the scores for Lance. We'll have another team from Sierra Nevada University.
We've got 2 more judges left to tabulate.
All right. Thank you, everybody who's watching us on the live stream today. It's really exciting, this brand new competition that we have going on between Georgia Highlands College and Sierra Nevada University. We're really hoping for this relationship to grow and also for this competition to grow. So if any of you want to call your alma mater or talk to your professors at the school you're going to and ask them if they're interested, make sure that they reach out and contact us. We'd love to have them in the competition, and we'd love to have students from all across the world in this competition in the future. And hopefully we can do it in person sometime in the future as well.
That would be great. Greg, we are waiting on your submission.
Oh, I filled it out. I sent it. Let me see if I can do it again.
Okay, looks like you used team number 3. No worries. I will move that over to Lance's team.
Great.
Sorry.
That's okay. Hey, it is what it is, right?
I'd like to introduce our next presenter. He's one of our international students, and here at Sierra Nevada University, we have many students who are ski racers and on the snowboard team and on freestyle teams as well. And our teams go to the nationals and sometimes they win, and it's really just something great about our school. So we'd love to have everybody out there on the screen come out here and enjoy our local ski hill. It's just about a mile from campus. It's called Diamond Peak with great views of Lake Tahoe. But this is Mateo. Mateo comes from Spain and he's a terrific guy. And Mateo, are you ready to present your idea?
I am. So, good morning, everyone. As Justin said, I'm Mateo Gonzalez from Spain. Today I'm going to present on Aura. So I'm going to share screen. And please let me know if you can't hear the video.
You have to share your sound, Mateo.
Wait. I don't know how to do that.
Okay, when you are in Zoom and you click on share screen, they should have something that pops up at the top with a little drop down menu, and you just need to find share sound.
Just
You may have to stop share first in order to do it.
yeah. I can't get back into the call. Oh, I don't know, man.
Try hitting escape, Mateo. See if that works.
It's fine. I have a presentation. All right. So okay, so I'm going to present on Orasus. Now, the problem currently in the United States is that not only athletes, but the American population, we own too many pairs of shoes. The average is 12 pairs of shoes for men and 19 pairs for women. And for sports, this can be effective if you have one pair for running, one pair for hiking, one pair for weightlifting. So it's helpful, but it's not effective, right? So in my case, this picture that you can see here, these are all the shoes that I had to bring to the US, and I'm an international student and I'm an athlete, and I had to bring 5 pairs of shoes. So my solution, it's interchangeable sole shoe. That what it does, it allows you to change the sole depending on the sports you're practicing, to adapt the shoe to the specific characteristics of that sport. So our shoes are effective, comfortable, and convenient. Now, my value proposition, as I said, is that it's ideal for a variety of activities. Its sole is specific for a sport. You can change the sole within minutes. You avoid buying unnecessary shoes like I did, which I have 5 pairs. With Orasus, I would just have 1 pair. Now, the design, this is my concept. I designed it myself. So it's divided in 2 parts. The upper shoe that has adjustment dents, as you can see on the slide, and then the different soles that have the land holes. So the way it works, you just take your upper shoe, take your sole, you click the dents into the holes. You kind of twist to click them, make sure they are fit, and you're ready to go. So I have 3 examples here. This would be a running shoe, hiking shoe, and weightlifting shoe. So as you can see, the upper part of the shoe is the same, but what it changes is the sole that is specific for each sport. So for example, for running, it's a softer sole. It provides more stability. It's softer when you're running. Hiking, the sole has to be thicker, it has to be bigger, has to provide more grip. And weightlifting, the sole has to be flat to provide stability when you're lifting weights. So the business model is Aura would be a corporation focused on design and sale of athletic footwear. What this means is we focus on design and the sale of the product. We don't focus on manufacturing. So we would leave this to subcontractors. And we're also focused on e-commerce, which means that all of or most of our sales will be done online or through e-commerce platforms.
Hey, Mateo, we don't see your screen. Maybe you want to flip through your slides real quick on screen.
You don't see my screen?
No.
At all?
Only you.
Voice, and you've done a really great job, and now we can see your slides. So fantastic. You can flip through You still have a minute and a half of your
So I've
presentation.
been presenting 3 minutes. Okay, that's cool. Can you see it now? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, we can see it.
So, well, I've been passing through these slides. Those are my 5 shoes. That's the design of the shoe with the 3 soles. These are my 3 examples. My business model that I just talked about. Now I want to go to intellectual property, one of the most important things of my idea. So I would need two different patterns, very important. First one is the design pattern. It protects the design of the element. For example, Nike has thousands of these patterns. I would have to get one of these for the design of my shoes. But also the most important pattern I would have to get is the utility pattern, that it would protect the uniqueness of my product, which means it would protect the mechanism of the exchangeable sole shoe. So no other shoe company can copy it. Now, lastly, for competitive analysis, the global athletic footwear market is $100 billion, which are expected growth of 3.5% annually, even with last year's or this year's COVID pandemic. This would include categories like training, running, walking, weightlifting. So it's perfect for for our shoes. And in this market, brands like Nike, Adidas, Asics, and Puma are included, which are 80% of they compose an 80% of market share. However, through the innovation and uniqueness of our shoes, I'm expecting to gain a market share and gain profit out of it. So
Let's go to the judges' questions, and you can continue to present your idea through the answers.
Yep.
Judges, any questions for Mateo?
Yes, this is Pete. My question is, who do you think your target market is? The pretty casual athlete, the person that does it more as a hobby versus professional athletes, obviously?
Yeah, so so my target market is people between 15 and 45 years, because stats have shown that this is the age in which people practice sports the most, with a 28% of American population practicing sports. Yeah, as you said, it would be for casual. It wouldn't be for athletes. Like if you are a runner, if you're doing track and field in college, I mean, I wouldn't recommend this product, because you need something more specialized, you know, something that is going to give you the maximum performance. So yeah, this would be for casual people who practice.
I'm asking the question because it seems to me like there's a weakness factor built into the product itself. It's not going to survive as much stress because it's an interchangeable sole. It's not going to survive as much stress as a fully manufactured shoe sole, specifically for a pair of shoes. Is that a correct assumption on my part, or am I wrong?
I don't see why, honestly. As long as the quality of the shoe is it's good, the manufacturing of the shoe is good. I don't see why it would be a weaker shoe. It's true that it's gonna break eventually, like every other sports shoe, when you're using it over a year or two. But other than that, I don't expect it to be weak or last less time the specific sports shoe.
What price range would this be compared to 3 pairs of shoes?
Yeah, so the price range would be $130 for a shoe with 2 different soles. So it would be kind of like a two for one. So this price of $130 is higher than the average of sports shoe, that it's around $100 or $90. But the value that we're giving is that we're giving two shoes in one, so that shoe could be used for going to the gym or hiking and running, and
you
it
have a
would be cheaper.
manufacturing cost comparison?
What, sorry?
You have a manufacturing cost comparison?
I
How
do
much does it
not.
cost to make the shoe?
Oh yeah, I do actually. Yeah. So the average sports shoe cost for brands like Nike and Adidas, it's around $25 to $30. This shoe would be around $50, which would leave us to a profit margin of around $50 or $40 per shoe.
What you're saying is there's a higher profit in this shoe process than if you bought 3 different types of shoes. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. So it would be cheaper to buy one of these shoes that it allows you to practice different sports. Just buying 3 pairs, 3 different pairs.
Okay. That's all the questions I had.
Thank you.
Mateo, what sports again are you targeting with these shoes? Like it's almost like they're a cross trainer, and so running and what else?
Yeah, so the main sports would be
running and hiking.
running, hiking, and weightlifting. Obviously, okay. I wouldn't do sports like soccer, baseball, or football. Sports that require cleats, because that would be way more difficult to do. And the shoe requires more different characteristics. But for example, hiking and running would be really easy to. The characteristics of the shoe are really similar. And weightlifting, the most important part of weightlifting shoe is the sole. So as long as the sole is specific to weightlifting, the shoe would be ideal for it.
Okay, very good. Pete asked the other questions that I had, but I just wanted to say that, I think it's a very innovative product. And even though you had some technical difficulties with your presentation, I thought it went very well. You did a nice job describing the product and the value proposition. So, I've given enough of these presentations that I've had numerous technical difficulties, and it kind of can rattle you and get you off track, but you did a nice job of recovering and staying with it. So kudos.
Thank you.
Very good. Yeah. With Zoom during this pandemic, it's been difficult for all people, but we've made it through, and it's great to be connected with all of you out there through this mode of presenting and so on. So let's give Mateo a round of applause for his presentation. Thank you to the judges. What a great innovative idea. I would like to see a prototype, Mateo. If you can make some size 13s for me, I'll definitely try them out.
Thank you.
So judges, it's time for you to tabulate the scores for Mateo. And just want to say hi to everybody out there streaming across the world. We don't know exactly where you are and how long you've been watching this, but thanks for joining us today. It's a great opportunity on a Friday to share with all of you and to share our students' innovative ideas. And you never know, one of these ideas can really take off with enough hard work and the right team. These students might be able to build a business model and a business plan, and also a marketing plan and a financial plan. So go for it, students. You can make it. So now we're just waiting for the judges to tabulate Mateo's scores, and we're going to move forward to our next team coming from Georgia Highlands College. The next team will be presenting an athletic balm. And I'll just wait for the word from Lucinda on when we're ready to present.
We're just waiting on Pete's. Oh, that got Pete's. His came through. So whenever the next team is ready.
Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Hello. Hi there. Now, before I start, I have one question to ask you. What is the hardest working creature on the planet? What is the creature that falls down and gets up and keeps doing what they do best? Because what they do best is actually very important for our planet. What is that creature?
Is it the dung beetle?
You're close.
Close.
Ant.
No.
Even closer.
Bees.
Correct. Bees. And what if I told you there was a product that can help you get back up in minutes from a muscle cramp?
Definitely.
Then I give you me and Tanisha's product, Queen Bee's Muscle Cramp Formula, a fast and effective athletic cream formula that gets rid of muscle cramps and muscle spasms in a quick amount of time. Tanisha?
Good job, Tommy. Good job. But I am a basketball player. I am an athlete at GAC. I play I still am, but I'm on Georgia Highlands women's basketball team. I am a guard. I usually play majority of the games, so I catch cramps very like often. And when I do catch cramps, I usually eat mustard out of a packet, or I eat not eat but drink pickle juice for a cramp, because that's like the fastest way to help a cramp go away. So what we was thinking was we was gonna create a gel form or a pill like form with minerals and vitamins from mustard and pickle juice, and put it in one thing to help fight or help cramps. And we was targeting like our older peers. Like my grandma catches cramps, so I wanted to find something that would help her in her cramps as a faster solution. And I'm gonna say an example. So I have very bad allergies, and some good allergy medicine is like Allegra D, and it used to be prescribed. You had to get it over a counter, and that's a very fast solution that helps with very bad allergies. And to compare this to our our Queen Bee solution, it would be as fast as Allegra D. It would be the same day. You would see results during the same day. And we're definitely targeting our older peers, like our grandparents, our grandmas, but it can be for athletes, since athletes are prone to get cramps. And yeah.
And this product, it won't just have magnesium, it won't just have calcium, it won't just have zinc, it'll also have all the other chemicals that help with muscle cramps. These include vitamin B12, vitamin D, vitamin E, K2, and these are the ingredients that you would find in coconut water, papaya, bone broth, pickle juice, and licorice. But we have one ingredient in this product that definitely stands out as very effective at handling muscle cramps. And given the innovation in the research of this, we are putting cannabis in this product, because
it is accessible to vegans. Vegans will, if a vegan wanted to use this, it would be accessible to them. We will be using plant-based things into this remedy, so it wouldn't be harmful. It would definitely be very positive. Like, I know cannabis has a negative connotation to it, but since it's being more legalized in many more states, and I think it is legal where SNU is, right? Nevada is.
It's legal in Nevada.
Yes,
yeah, that's right. And
California, where we're on the border. Both states.
We are eager to take advantage of that barren market in the in the athletic as well as medical treatment in the market for that. All right.
Yeah. I would say that's our pitch. We're trying to make a remedy for a faster solution for cramps.
And another thing, and for the marketing and intellectual property, we will be having a mascot or like a logo. I was going to show you it. Unfortunately, the artist that was supposed to make it didn't complete our logo, so that won't be shown. But we plan on doing sponsorships with athletic teams. We are eager to sell this at athletic stores like Dick's Sporting Goods, as well as other retail stores. Yeah.
All right. Tommy, are you prepared for some questions from the judges?
Yes, I am.
Tanisha? Okay. Judges, please go ahead.
So I'll go first. So this is really kind of a cool idea. Some of the challenges you face will be regulations, right? Yes, cannabis is legal in certain states. It's probably going to be legal with the new Biden administration in all 50 states soon, probably over the next 4 years. They're legal.
That's right.
It's $1 billion business everywhere. So adding a little bit of cannabis, and the fastest growing market for cannabis is middle-aged white folks like me. Now, if you can put that together, again, there's a lot of steps that you have to take in order to get it to in a bottle, right?
Yeah,
it's a lot of research and development and things like that.
Yeah, I don't doubt that it'll take well, but we do want this product to be FDA approved and open for the market.
Definitely.
So kudos to you for kind of focusing on building awareness with sports teams. Good for you. There just tends to be a fidelity to brand. So if you can build brand awareness, good for you. So that was, and then you started out with bees though. And tell me about the bee component.
The bee component, let's just say it's more of just like a humorous idea, but imagine a product a queen bee would make to help their workers.
Got it. Okay,
yeah.
Well, maybe that's that's the name of your product.
Mm-hmm.
Queen bee or something like that. I don't know. Thanks so much. Great job, guys and gals.
Thank you.
Anything else?
Follow-up questions from the judges?
I got to say one thing. It's a neat idea. The what? Oh, we off? the one thing I kind of got a kick out of is using the cannabis in there. I figure if athletes use it, they might still lose, but they won't care as much.
No, I definitely, as an athlete, I definitely don't think we don't plan on putting THC in it. We just plan on using cannabis as more of a relaxation thing.
The CDB.
I know. I made sure we told them we're not using THC. Yeah. We're using, the CBD just to help with relaxation and to help with a faster remedy for
sort of relax the muscles and sort of slow down the neurons that are causing the cramps, whether that be in your leg or your back, especially your back.
Yeah, definitely.
I have a question. Is it something you take as a capsule or a drink or something you rub on your skin or something else?
We thought you should rub it on your skin, but it can be a capsule. I was going to do like a survey to see what people would want to do more, either a capsule or a remedy, because we want it to be safe for everybody, vegans, eat people that eat meat, you know, all types of people, like basically everybody.
Great, thank you.
All right. Are there any more questions from the judges on this idea? All right. So judges, put your scores in for this team. Very interesting idea. It's always great to have a first mover advantage. So when you have something that's going to be legalized possibly, and you have a product in development ahead of time, you might see a big opportunity to be the first mover in that market. Quite interesting, especially the idea of using cannabis in sports or CBD in sports therapy and so on. I haven't heard that before. Fantastic. So judges, please tabulate your scores for this team. Let's give them a round of applause. All right. So it turns out that our final presenter from SNU was unable to make it, unfortunately. He had a really interesting idea related to sports betting, a sports betting platform where you can connect your cryptocurrency wallet. And it was quite an interesting idea, and he wasn't able to make it here today. So I just wanted to congratulate him for making it as a finalist. His name was Kurt Dornkamp, and he wasn't able to make it and present today. But anyway, we'll move forward with the judging process. All of the presenters have presented so far. I want to send a thank you to all the presenters and the students who had these innovative ideas. And it reminds me of a quote from Aristotle. Everybody probably knows who Aristotle is. And he once said, "The mark of an educated mind is being able to entertain an idea without accepting it." And so when we hear these new innovative ideas that throw us off, we haven't heard that before, it's interesting while we're students to entertain the ideas and maybe something will develop. And I'd like to urge all of these students to continue to entertain new ideas, try new things, build teams with people who are the smartest people in the room. Don't count yourself as the smartest person in the room. Build teams with somebody who's into Excel spreadsheets, data analytics. Build teams with people who are creative, people who can design your logos, people who are artistic. Build teams with people who are public speakers, people who are entertainers, and continue working on those innovative ideas. And I think you will all be successful one way or another. And remember that mistakes and the hard times in life, those are the best stories. Those are the best learning opportunities. So once again, thanks to all the students out there who have competed in this event, and we hope this event will continue to grow. Thank you, judges. Thank you, faculty members. Thank you, presenters. Thank you to the presidents and the deans who joined us on this call, and all of you who helped us to set this up, even though we have these difficult situations, technical difficulties with Zoom and YouTube and everything. We can't be together. We can't share our ideas in person, but we're making it work. So thank you all for joining us and participating.
Okay, Justin, we have all of the scores in. What I'll do is I'll go ahead and open a breakout room for you, Pat, and the judges to get together. You should have the link to the spreadsheet with the final score tabulation. I'm just working on the last team. And once you guys are gone, we'll actually open the floor up to our deans and other guests to ask questions. Okay, so we have the GHC Provost here with us today, Dr. Dana Nichols. Do you have any questions that you would like to ask or comments?
Yeah, I just want to say to all of the presenters, I thoroughly enjoyed your ideas and your presentations. I think these are excellent ideas. I am always so energized after I hear from students, and it's just been a pleasure. Just excellent work, everyone, and good luck.
Thank you.
Okay, we have Dean Largen. Would you like to say anything?
Thank you, Professor Montgomery. And I would have to echo Dr. Nichols' comments.
It was very, very good ideas in different stages of development. And we, and I'm interested to see what the next stage for each one of the teams is going to be. And I greatly appreciate how you all put yourselves out there and shared your heart and your soul and your passion, because your ideas become that. You become really invested in them, and you did an excellent job of presenting to us and accepting feedback. And I encourage you to continue the process wherever you are in this particular phase of innovation, moving to a full business. Just keep it up, and we'll be there behind you every step of the way.
Okay, we also have another dean. This is also Dr. Nichols, but this is Dr. Alan Nichols. Would you like to say a couple of words?
I just wanted to congratulate everyone for their hard work and thank everyone for coming and putting this together. I think it was a wonderful event, and I just think it went really well. And so thanks again to everybody.
Okay, well, we did have one comment on YouTube, and this one actually goes to Lance. It's from, and I'm probably going to murder this first name, so I apologize, but I think it's Kania Williams. The comment says, I also work in the construction industry, and this is a great idea. I was just wondering if you are familiar with the scheduling program Builder Trend, and what are your thoughts on that program?
I actually I looked it up and looked at it for a little bit, and I don't have anything negative to say about it. I don't, not at all. It's a great connecting app, or software, I would say. But the one thing that I wanted to change and make sure that I differ from is that I want my product to be as mainstream as Word and as Excel. I don't want it to be a website, and I don't want it to be anything like, I guess you could say, forgettable or yeah. So that way I can get offices and small businesses and even gas stations some help.
Okay, well, I'll have to say my favorite one, and I'm a shoe person, is Mateo's, but I have to beg to differ. I do not own 12 pairs of shoes. I don't know of many women that own 12 pair. I will say I'm a little bit of an Imelda Marcos when it comes to shoes and handbags. But I thought that was actually a really wonderful idea, because the one pair of shoes that I really don't wear too much are tennis shoes. And I thought that would be able to add some diversity to my footwear without having to purchase 3 more pairs, because I think my husband would be upset if I took over any more closet space. So, all right. Well, that was all the questions that we had on YouTube. We only had the one. But I will say, though, I'm very impressed with everybody's ideas. I do love the Erica and Bria's, because I don't know how many times I've stuck my hand inside the peanut butter jar and come out with a handful of peanut butter all over me instead of peanut butter just on my knife. So I thought that was really interesting. And the CBD athletic balm, that's an exploding market right now. I'm one of those people that, I try to do things kind of all natural as far as what I put in my body. And I do a lot of research of what the newest trends are. And something that is interesting is the CBD field is actually not regulated by the FDA, because it's considered part of the sports nutrition area, and that's a non-regulated field. So that might be something that you guys can further develop and not necessarily have to worry about some of those rules and regulations that go along with it. So, and teams, did you guys want to add anything, or ask questions of other teams?
I just wanted to say good job, Erica, with her her invention. She was talking to me about it, and when she presented it, I was just like, oh man, like I think she knocked it out the park. So just wanted to say good job, Erica and her teammate.
Thank you so much. Good job to y'all. Good job to everybody out there too.
Good job, everybody. But yeah.
Appreciate it.
Hopefully the judges will be coming back soon. I just sent them a text message asking how much longer did they need. I apologize for the technical difficulties earlier. Somehow my screen started sharing when it was supposed to be Mateo's screen, and I have no clue what happened. So, but so far, you know, there's been some pretty positive comments on the judges' feedback. Let's see here for team number 1. I don't have names on here. I only have just the team numbers. I got good presentation, excellent presentation, and then some of the time constraints were kind of prevented you from going a little bit more in depth, but overall it was a great job. Some of team 2's comments are excellent presentation, great marketing and enthusiasm. And then team number 4, we had impressed by your conviction and dedication, and then lots of potential that offers solutions in various areas. Okay, team number 5, sorry, I'm flipping through a spreadsheet right now. Wonderful, innovative idea, good overall, great recovery on the technical difficulties, and then excellent presentation. And then for last but not least, team number 6, good presentation. There are so many balm products on the market. It would be interesting to see how it plays in, since this one has pickle juice in it, which I don't think I've ever seen one that has pickle juice. So that's actually a new for me. So innovative product idea, nice presentation. So overall, some pretty positive comments. And let's see how much longer the judges need. They need 5 more minutes. All right, but that's okay. We did have a little bit of time left over because we did have one concept that did not present today. So what we will do is, if you guys Tanisha, yeah. So let's see here. What I do have a question on here about the pickle juice and mustard. If you can explain that a little bit more. I will say though, you know, my son is a high school soccer player, and that's the one thing that we always see on the field is them trying to stretch each other out because their calves and quads are cramping. So can you explain that to us a little bit?
As an athlete, I catch cramps a lot, actually, very often. So this is for all, especially contact sports, football, basketball, hockey, even baseball. Very, you know, they're all contact sports. And, you know, athletes tend to stretch, and, you know, our tendons be tight. We be really tight and, you know, kind of not in pain, but good pain. So we eat a lot of mustard. We drink a lot of pickle juice because that helps with cramps the fastest, especially if we're playing a game and, you know, we catch a cramp and our coach needs us to get back in the game. We'll eat a whole packet of mustard and drink pickle juice. So the minerals that was in mustard and pickle juice, where we're gonna put the minerals that mustard had, and then what was in pickle juice, whatever they had in similar, we was gonna put in the remedy to make a faster solution for cramps.
I'm wondering if it's the salt or the vinegar that's in it, because those are the first 2 ingredients that come to mind.
I definitely think vinegar.
So it would be like a substitution for typical salt pills that athletes would usually take.
Exactly.
Okay, that's interesting. And I think going through the skin, especially if you are in the midst of a game, your pores are open, you're sweating. So having it as a topical application is a pretty good idea, because it seems like it would kind of be absorbed a little bit easier and much quicker into your system to kind of help relieve that.
And we want to do it as healthy as possible. But it's not just targeting athletes, it's targeting, you know, grandparents as well, because grandparents catch cramps and have arthritis and, you know, be in pain. So we wanted to help them as well.
All right. Well, let's see here. I told the judges 2 minutes.
We had a question. Good job, you guys.
Go ahead, Erica.
So our question was for Mateo about his shoes. We were just thinking like, why not sell the shoe itself first instead of selling like the shoe and the two soles, because that would bring down the cost. And then when people could buy whatever sole they need instead of having the two soles lifted.
Yeah, it's just because my thought it was like if I sell just the shoe, it has like no different with another shoe at that point. Obviously, you can buy more soles and stuff, but I thought it would be better if I provide two pairs of soles to give value to the shoe, you know, to like encourage people or to convince people or potential customers to buy the shoe. But I haven't done any research on what could be better. That was just my like what I thought of it.
Okay. Thank you.
Thanks for asking.
All right, guys, Lucinda had to step out just a minute to go talk to the judges. So does anybody else among our entrants have any questions for each other about your products or the presentation itself?
Tommy, Tanisha, if a person ends up taking this item, you said it has no THC in it, but sometimes CBD is followed by THC by very, very small amounts. Will they fail a drug test?
No, they won't. For this product, we'll only have, if there is THC in the product, it will only be in there for a few hours. As in, your body will get rid of it in like
I'm
a
not
day.
gonna lie, I don't have an answer to that.
I just know whenever I was a mountain biker and I was competing, I was made to take drug tests because high amounts of creatine would change your pea pigment, which is not to be weird, but that's literal. And I couldn't have anything in my system. So if I was to keep doing that and I took your product, I don't want to end up failing a drug test and not being able to compete.
Yeah, me neither. As an athlete, I don't want other athletes to fail because as an athlete, I understand. I definitely make it as clean and as pure as possible.
Yeah,
So-
I was gonna say, mention that there is like CBD products on the market that don't have THC in them. So it's definitely like possible to find, you like partner with a company or something. That would be really cool to.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Do y'all have a lot of snow up there in Nevada right now? Is it still snowy or is it all melted now?
There's snow in my backyard. I don't know if you can see that.
Sheesh, man. I could not.
It's
My
not
brother
2
went to
days ago, I
Sierra
think.
Nevada for about 2 semesters, almost to a whole year. He ended up having a kid, so he came home. But he said it was the best time of his life. He absolutely loved the outdoor wilderness programs and the skiing in the morning and wakeboarding in the afternoon.
Yeah, it snowed like 6 inches the other day.
And here it's like 95 degrees. Yeah. It's humid.
Was anyone else have any questions?
I have a question. So how would we move forward if we wanted to bring our product to the market?
I have a question for you guys.
Yes.
So with your idea, would you like basically add it or like sell it on the market as an add-on to like existing bottles and stuff, or would it be like it would just be embedded and that's how like you buy the peanut butter is with it already on there? Or
Good question. Thank you for asking. So we would contact the manufacturing, the various manufacturers, for instance, peanut butter, and present them with our packaging mechanism. And basically, they would
like switch out the old jars for our jars, so then that way they'll put it on the shelves in replacement of the old jars, if that makes sense.
Okay, so it's like a business to business type thing. It's not like you're not selling it to the consumers.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Everything would be recyclable, like healthy for the earth.
Yes.
That's great. That's good.
Thank you.
Kelly, you may know my brother. Do you happen to know a gentleman named Sheldon? Or remember him when he was there?
Yes, I know.
That's my brother.
Like Sheldon, he was a good guy.
Yeah, that's my only biological brother I have. So that's wow, small world.
I also like your invention with the mask because I don't like wearing masks. They hurt my ears. Like I don't know if I have sensitive ears, but I wear them for like an hour. And you know we gotta play our games with the mask on. It hurts my ears so bad. It irritates them so bad. So you using cotton and then the mask will smell good. It like, and then you put your own designs on them. It's definitely gonna take off.
Thank you. I feel you
Yeah.
with that comfortableness for sure.
Well, Erica, did you want some more input on your next steps? Did anybody else have anything to add to what Erica and Bria's? What should they do next?
I think that like your best next step is going to be like creating a design and like actually like talking with other companies, whether it's like small companies or doing it like trying it out yourself, like trying to like put a shampoo bottle like onto your thing and do it that way, and then just creating a pitch deck and like talking to companies and saying, hey, I have an idea, or like
Yeah.
talking to investors and stuff, you know, because investors have and can put you in contact with companies.
Thank you
I
for the
would make sure
advice.
it's copyrighted.
Yes. Definitely get it patented.
Because if you
Yes.
go to a company, they're liable to say, "Hey, you got a good idea. Is it copyrighted? Is it patented?" And then all of a sudden be like, you tell them, no, we're still working on it. Well, they're like, okay, we have millions of dollars to put into this, and I like it, so I'm going to pursue it and forget about you.
Yeah. It's kind
Thank
of
you.
patents in a nutshell.
It's really great.
Well, let me ask a general question to the group then. What advice would you give to someone else that may be entering this competition next year?
I think you should just think about everyday things that you do and you're like, I really wish I had something like this. Like, don't think too deep into it because then like you'll get flustered kind of. You know, just be relaxed kind of, if that makes sense.
Yes. Like anything is possible if you put a little innovation and thinking into it.
My advice is to engage the audience and have like a steady ground with your presentation when it comes to presenting your product and having the audience be a part of said presentation. Let the audience in.
I would just say be confident and just believe in yourself.
Callie or Mateo, would you have any advice?
Rehearse your presentation.
Rehearse the presentation, is that what you said?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say learn how to share a screen before.
That's good, but you know sometimes there are things you just cannot control. So you did excellent.
Oh no, I do. I can. It's just.
I do got one more question though for Lance. I relate everything to basketball, and Mateo. But would you first for Lance? Would you relate your your app to like helping organize like tournaments and stuff like that? Since communication could be bad, like
If
tournaments.
If let's say you play basketball for a school and this school indulges in the program, then of course, yes, your coach can put you and the rest of the team on a single thing to where you guys can see everything, every event that goes on, every meeting that goes on. And if you have any questions, you can type it up, send it through. If you have an incident report, the coach or you that maybe the coach doesn't know about that happened at practice, write it up, send it to them, and it's all there. So
I think it's a great idea. Just because coaches be so busy, they gotta always fly and stuff. Just sending, just using that can help a lot of really bad communication. And then for Mateo, I think your shoe idea is great because I ain't gonna lie, I have at least 30 pairs of Jordans. I'm a Jordan like
30?
30. Like could show you my
She
whole
will.
I love I absolutely love shoes. Like I don't know, it's an addiction, but basketball shoes, I have at least 10 pairs of different shoes, Kobe's, KD's,
How big is your closet?
I need two closets. I have one closet just all shoes, and then one closet have clothes and shoes. So pretty bad. But I was just saying him using, different soles, but the same shoe. I think that would really work because you can burn a sole out really, really quick, and just using different soles for a different shoe it would save you money first of all, and then second, it'd be more comfortable. Because you can use that, different soles for different things. So I just wanted to speak on everybody thing, like their idea, because they're all great. Definitely.
Yeah, you see, I wasn't lying when I said the average is 19 pairs per person in America.
Yeah, we got a high per capita on that, don't we? Well, so guys, what would you do differently if you had to redo this presentation today, besides the check out the screen share stuff? What other elements might you add to your presentation after you've been through this process this time?
I think we would have definitely created a PowerPoint presentation.
Or a video like Callie's.
Yes, I like how Callie and Mattia created that presentation. It's very nice, visual.
Good. How about you, Lance? Oh, I think Lucinda's back now.
I apologize. My boss called me. I am in work right now, so I have to.
We're going to make an announcement right now.
Yep, like 2 seconds. I'm just waiting on everybody to get back in here. It looks like everyone is back. All right. So there was a lot of deliberation amongst the judges, talking about everybody's inventions, innovations, whatever it is you would like to call it. And the biggest consensus was they were very proud of the inventions and innovations that you guys presented today. Now, the way this is going to work is it's going to be a team that will end up taking the trophy. The individual winner, points-wise, was Aura, but the overall score for SNU was 270 points, and the score for Georgia Highlands was 338 points. So Georgia Highlands gets the trophy. And hopefully we'll get back together next year and we will have another competition and we will see where that leaves us. So
Fantastic.
Congratulations.
Fantastic, guys. Really good. Thank you all.
Congratulations to everyone. To Georgia, especially.
Congratulations. You guys all did really well. It was very difficult for us. So
Yeah, we
Good.
struggled.
That means we did well.
Yeah.
Yes.
Great job.
I thought all of you guys were excellent. You were very passionate and very authentic. And I loved the conviction that you had to stick with your ideas. And so I hope you'll follow through on that and continue to pursue your dreams. You guys are exceptional.
Thank you. Could we know kind of how the scores broke out, perhaps?
Please contact Lucinda and she'll share that with you.
One thing I wanted to say, Justin, is in between the judges were calculating the scores, I was listening to the two schools and the participants communicating. They were just so complimentary towards each other. And to me, that just filled my heart that this is something that we should be doing. They each learned from each other. They asked questions to each other. What would they do differently? And that was led by a professor from Georgia. Thank you for doing that. I just thought that to me was one of the highlights, to be honest with you, to see that camaraderie only after 3 hours of competing. So thank you guys.
Couldn't agree more with that. That's outstanding.
And thank you, Dr. Valley. I think when we were doing the round robin earlier, I didn't see you on your camera, so I appreciate those sentiments.
Right.
All right, so it is 4:55. I think now that we have a winner, huge congratulations to everyone. And I think that was going to conclude our event unless Justin has anything to add.
I think we've come to the end of this wonderful event, and I'm looking forward to doing it again next year. So thank you all for participating. Thanks for watching us on the live stream. Thank you all for your comments and your presentations. And congratulations to everyone for being part of a great thing.
Great. Well done, Justin, Lucinda.
Well done, everybody. Great job.
Great job.
This was fun.